where you can cut it off.
Yeah, I have to figure it out then.
But we got 1128 in the building. God damn.
That's a record for a show,
Is
huh?
it 200 boys or is it whack or is it American Cholo? Which one you think it is?
It's a 200 boys because it's been going up since it started.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He actually read my message without reading my message. Ain't that some gangster shit? American Cholo, you in the building, my boy. Talk to us.
Blue Devil, what's good with you and Playboy, homeboy?
How we doing? How we doing?
What's up, Cholo?
We're doing good, homie. Just hearing you guys out, hearing Wack make one excuse after another. You know, that's what he does, man. He sits there and tries to divert the conversation every time he gets caught slipping and saying some out of pocket shit.
That's all it is. It's excuses. He try to find every little avenue, every little corner to say that, hey, I got Mexican friends. Hey, I eat mole. Hey, you know, I did this. I did. Come on, how what the fuck would that sound if we say that shit?
Correct.
It's a double standard, homie. It's a double standard that always happens when it comes to us. But you know, we got to come together as a community, and just expose this fool, put pressure on him, and also that one cat, the Mexican Beast or whatever his name is. Somebody starts sending me pictures. I don't know if it's him though, so I want to put him out there yet. But he's using that guy to sit there and call. And this has nothing to do with Lupe. Like people trying to make excuses. Oh, she's a crip. It's a different. Nothing to do with Lupe. It has nothing to do with 6ix9ine. It has to do with him disrespecting our culture, our race as a whole. When you're saying words like wetback, when you're saying, you know, go to the Home Depot, that's just the worst stereotype of shit you can say. If anybody said that about an African American, they would be absolutely pissed off, and they would absolutely have every single right. And we're just expressing ourselves and saying, hey man, you can't talk to us like that, homeboy. And we're the majority out here, especially in California, and he's got some nerve saying that and not trying to backtrack out of it. But to me, there's no backtracking. We see what it is. Don't support any of his shit, any of his artists, anything that he's got going on.
Facts. And you know, he out here. He listen. The main thing I seen, he was trying to like reverse the roles, and he was trying to say that, you know, you did it first, blah blah blah. He even went as far as saying that you should get a DP for bringing up 6ix9ine's name.
Yeah, I think it's DP 698, but he's sitting here doing interviews with the guy.
And
he loves to sit. Yeah, he loves to sit there and try to prison politic. That guy hasn't been in jail in 20 or 30 years, homie. You know that prison it would be like technology. 2 to 3 years technology out of it. He's talking about some stuff that he hasn't lived in 20 years. In his neighborhood, Pacas is down the street from me, homie. Yeah. Like I said, in the comment section, somebody tried to tell me, oh, Wack been through the racial stuff. Wack, in his hood, Pacoima Piru and the Van Nuys boys are tight, homie. They were very tight. They actually got a green light because they didn't want to go after Wack back in those days. This is the 90s we're talking about. Yeah. So Wack's hood is very close to Raza. A lot of his hood is intermarried. They got interracial marriages because they're so close to Raza. They're one of the few hoods out here that are black in the Valle. So it was never on no racial shit like that. He acts like he's from somewhere in South Central where they were really killing one another like that over color and race when it was crazy like that in the 90s. Wack is full of shit. Wack puts that portrayer out there for people who are out of state. It's usually guys who are out of state or out of the area that he sits there and feeds his lies to. He's from Pacas. Pacas is predominantly essays, homie, and it wasn't on no racial shit like that. It was on some gangbanging stuff, and he was out there in the 90s when that happened, so he's full of shit trying to act like that's how it is nowadays.
Yeah, they say that guy Beast, they say he lives in New York right now. He's not out here in Southern Cali. You know,
that would make a lot of sense. A lot of those guys in that platform, they don't live in California, like you're saying. They're usually Chicago, Florida, wherever they're at. They're not even in LA. They just sit there. It's almost like that whole thing is full of trolls. Is what they do. They sit there and just try to cuss you out, this and that. Like somebody was trying to say that I invited. Well, I've never invited Wack to come over here. I would not sit down next to that guy because all he's gonna do is gonna pull that car and just start screaming and hollering and doing all that bullshit. And usually when people do all that is because they don't really want to have that conversation. The shit that came out of his mouth is racist, homeboy. He can try to spin any way he wants.
So to clear it up, you've never invited him on your platform at all? You haven't been trying to get at him at all?
I've never invited that guy. I never talked to him. Zero, homie. Last time he pulled some shit, I talked to about, I want to say 4 of his homies called me. 4 of his homeboys called me, some that are older than him, some that are younger, some are about the same age. And they all told me the same thing. They do not fuck with Wack 100. Yeah. They do not fuck with Wack. That's exactly what they told me. They told me, listen, Cholo, We don't fuck with that guy. We don't want you to get it mixed up. It's like, no, to me, it's all love. I mean, brown and black, it's all love. This has to do with Wack 100 because even the brothers don't even like that fool. That fool's, he's like a walking troll, and he is doing what you guys are saying. He's doing the 6ix9ine card where he's going around just talking all kind of shit. But he's got to remember, he's not 6ix9ine, homie. He's Wack 100. He lives in LA, and he's coming out of pocket.
Fuck, I was gonna say something important because I also got those DMs. I also got those DMs of his own homies, trying to give me info on how he was no longer good in the hood. They don't fuck with him, you know. And they've even got on the phone with me, but I just never really wanted to, you know, bring it up. But I'm sure you got those too.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, this was the last time we pulled some fucking janky shit. They called me the same thing. And these are homies that are certified in his hood. These are his older homies that they'll tell you, and he knows who they are. He's just a troll. He tries to portray himself as something that he is not anymore. Was he a gangbanger? Was he a pirate? Yeah, he was. But now he does is scream and holler and do that. He's definitely just trying to make his money, but unfortunately, he's trying to make his money doing some garbage shit. To me, it's like this, man. You want to pull that shit on your people, homie? I got no say so. That's between you and your people. That's between, you know, whether he wants to pull that shit on the Crips, he wants to pull that shit on the Bloods. That's between you and them, Mac. But when you start stepping into the Rasta realm and start letting people on your platform call other people wetbacks, you start saying, hey, why don't you go, you belong in Home Depot. These are all stereotypes that we can use right back, but we choose not to because we're not sitting here trying to disrespect the whole race of people just because I'm upset at one person. Facts. And he's sitting here disrespecting all of us, homeboy. And we as brown men and women, we ain't taking that shit. Like I said, you want to do that shit with your people, Wack? That's between you and your people. But with us, we don't play like that, homeboy. That's the way I feel.
Well, that guy, Mr. Beast, that's his cosign. Because I was listening to a separate interview of them talking or video, whatever. And, you know, Beast is co-signing him, allowing him to say these things, you know, saying that you're out of pocket, that who the fuck are you, blah, blah, blah. You know, so how do you feel about that Beast dude letting Wack 100 say this shit?
That beast got something coming. If he lived out here in LA or lived out here in Southern California, that fool got something coming, homie. Because what he's doing, he's going against the card. Like when I say the card, I'm talking about the race, homie. He's going against us, homie. This guy's being used by Wack 100 to sit here and disrespect brown men and women, homie. Plain and simple. It would be like me bringing a brother onto my platform to sit here and say the ER to other brothers and call them all kind of shit while I'm sitting here also saying disrespectful, derogatory things about them. What does that tell you about him? That tells you that he's just being used. But to me, he's a piece of shit that shouldn't be saying that. But you know, clout is a drug, homie, and some of these guys get that drug and they can't let go of it. But you know, hopefully somebody sees this guys and, you know, gives him what he's got coming.
One last question I got for you is, how's it feel?
Yeah, sure.
How's it feel for No Jumper to repost you and actually somewhat be on your side this time? I didn't think. I never saw that coming.
The truth has always come to light, homeboy. We one thing we've done over here is we've always kept it solid. We've always dropped the truth. People will sit and try to smear you, try to talk all kind of shit about you. But at the end of the day, you'll see for what it is. I mean, we're trying to sit here and really do something for our people. I mean, I got a call right after you did your reaction video, which Milk's a hater, homie.
There you go, Milk's a hater. You don't want it. You know.
You did your reaction video, and then you said at the end, give it to American-CHOLO, and I was feeling sick yesterday. I really wasn't. And Boo Boo called me. He said, hey, man, TheHaterWorld fucking